Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Last episode we got Oliver, and he seems like a pretty cool dude, albeit a bit creepy. So this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no? Well, you seem quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Liberl? I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Liberal News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yep. After I've done a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor, What I mean to say is I guess this is the place. The Ant Rose. Authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mirror if you decide to go for a full-course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar over this any day. Were we not, my fair lady, I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs or musical, renditions, are you? Can you actually earn Mira with that crap? I've starred in the main opera as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Erebonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million Mira in a single night. Big fat liar. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong, silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply weirdo because he's an artist? Now just hold on there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report to the information we got out of the General to Lugren. And it would be best if we let Mayor Mabel know that too. So first, we visit the guild and the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. The guild... It's the red one. Oh, it's you kids. Did you find out anything about the incident? You bet. Valuable information at that. Estelle relayed the information they obtained from General Morgan. The Sky Bandits and the Kapua family. You're right, that is valuable information. It looks like we're able to decide on a policy for the Bracers Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I thought. Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates Bracers so much... Don't worry about it. General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guard maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well, I guess that we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes, taking into account the incidents in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing, though, because most of the stuff has been stolen and hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought that it would go as far to commit heinous crimes like hijacking the Lind. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then turn around and demand a ransom from a royal family? The risks are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Go to the mayor's house. I just realized my sound is off for this episode, so thankfully we haven't done that much fighting. Nope. Over here. Oh. Oh, what voice did I give this guy? Come on, Missy, I'm begging you. Please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be merry on my little way. Yep, that's right, and of course I'd need a photograph, too. I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask that all those without an appointment leave. I hope you understand the situation. Come on, please! For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. I have an obligation to inform the readers. But... yes, what about the readers? We could probably reach double the number if we had the mayor's grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful, after all. Dorothy, why did you have to go and say something like that? Huh? But I thought it was you who sang the same thing, remember? You said if we don't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. You idiot! Miss? Well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? I'll make sure to tell the mayors the detail about our information. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Please leave. Fine. So we're going to... is it... So we're going to be okay not photographing the mayor, then? Please, for the love of Idios and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut! Niall, wait for me! Ooh. Huh? Good afternoon, Leela. Oh, it's you Braces again. Did you just return from the hacking gate? Yeah, something like that. So, those two you just turned away. A bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they planned to use the mayor to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. Ah, I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you. I wonder if we can see, like, maybe Niall and Dorothy are in here. I know Dorothy was in here the first time. Oh, there's what's-his-face. What's this guy have to say? This marketplace is much more lively than I could have ever imagined. It's definitely worth seeing. Okay, we'll go in the mayor's house now. Leela's probably like, where did they go? Well, where is she? Mayor! Lady! Chest? Open? No? Okay. General Morgan has come here to visit on several occasions. He's a little difficult to describe. What I can say is that he is a respectable man. There's no doubt about that in my mind. But, in both a good and bad sense, he has the temperament of a military man. Okay, that's great. Where's the mayor? Is she upstairs? Should I just go run into her bedroom? Mayor! Oh, that's probably a guest bedroom. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of the goods to the Bowes Marketplace because of the airspace being a no-fly zone, servicing the sewer facilities, sending a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty to the Queen, harm incurred by the monsters of the New Ansel Path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, you're back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you found something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel as if I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand? The situation is much more serious than I originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... no, it's alright. I'm just glad I didn't know it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now, I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bowes and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'd be a quite difficult task, considering you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of the mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with these Sky Bandits before, and I'd wager the honor of the guild that this is one group that we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Based my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland, I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua. You too, Shara. You're giving him more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard the airliner? Oh, I didn't mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was, not to mention he's a bracer, too. His name's Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Yeah? Why? Do you know my dad or something? I never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry, and I can emphasize with you what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or sky bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it'd take, the army would have found them a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have just said something like, "Let's comb the entire region." I never thought I'd see the day where those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for your words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. We're complimenting you, Estelle. Seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is enormous. I was really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue? Huh. Oh, right. Wasn't that Nio and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's got to know something by now, right? It's true he arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. They're probably in the market. Maybe they're at the restaurant. Do 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 do. For some reason that woman looked familiar. Maybe they reused the sprite. Where did they go? Oh, there. Oh boy. I think Niall might be a bit drunk. Oh, god damn it. This ain't a joke, you know. Ugh. Well, we found him, but he's a bit drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You're one to talk. I swear to God, if she says no, that's for another reason. I'm gonna lose my mind. Don't they sometimes call you bottomless, Shara? Bottom. Am I not getting this? Oh, please. Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Ina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh, come on now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely, and every round you get a heck of a show. Admit it. It's certainly true that Ina is like a bucket to Shara's sieve. Wait, see? What? Why don't I know what that word is? Sieve. How do I pronounce it? Sieve. A sieve, apparently. But no matter you look at it, you're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Oh. But where am I? Good, you're awake. Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Ugh, my head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goodness. What the hell am I doing in Roland? I thought I'd made my way to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you spooge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Name's Scheherazade Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Scheherazade, are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I've taken you to heard of me then. Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken, which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seem pretty troubled. Damn, they saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damned Army's regulations on the spread of information are always strict when I'm able to learn anyway. If I was trying to consult General Morgan at Hackengate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long, so I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor. But the maid turned me away outright, and to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Ah, great ideas. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want information that badly, we might have some of ours to share with you. Huh? We've actually been investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now, so naturally we've met with the mayor and General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap, you're serious? Yep, totally. Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the country of Idios. Please, I beg you, tell me everything, every last detail. We'd be glad to, however. Aren't you forgetting something, Niall? Huh? Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first, and get that look on your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You want Mira or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm afraid to say. We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. It seems like you might have heard something interesting yourself. That being the case, and here I thought you were nice kids. Turns out you're a slimy little leash like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, I'll tell you everything. On my honor as a newsman, I've got 2 clues to share. If you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. We're ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua. You're really on a roll. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenwood, to the west. I talked to a villager who just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. A huge shadow flying overhead? Yep, airship. I told him. Maybe even the missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Aw, you meanie. You raised our hope out only to dash them straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything? That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. And I went to a lot of trouble to get that sad morsel, too. What, with the information embargo and all in place? Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Ugh, fine. The other thing I learned is that the military intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royalty-sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved as already. Doesn't seem like you share information, like your information will be much of use to us in this investigation. Well, yeah, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched, now it's your turn. Of course, a deal is a deal after all. Joshua told Niall about the incident in Roland, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The Capuans, Sky Bandits, a ransom demand from the royal family, and the airship corporations? Good goddess. That's exactly what I'm needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely. Definitely writes my article now. I can't waste my time drunk here. I have to find Dorothy. Post haste. You lady, you wonderful people, you. Wow, his spirit certainly lifted fast. Well, he was chasing his big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you, from Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Quit thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating and a little give and take. Nothing more. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside, or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the good love it. But anyway, I guess we've only dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you need to really bust out some questionable negotiation techniques. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow? That eyewitness report from Ravenin? I'd say there's a strong chance there's nothing to it, if the army already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate. You two are starting to get a hang of this, I see. Ravenwood is a small village to the west. It thrives on fruit cultivation and exporting. Best way to get there is to head out onto the West Bowes roads for a bit, then turn north onto the mountain trail. At which point, we'll just be a stone throw away. Got it. Well, that's where I'm going to end this episode because I can't talk much more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.